JC versus Craig Lamar. Let's fucking do this shit.
Hey, we'll be time for you to do an RB. Sometime, yo, man.
I'll be down to battle Big Cannon sometime.
Yeah.
Heard it first. Or JC.
Nah, I'd rather see that. You JC on RBE? Ooh.
Even though what we do is wrong,
I see a lot of fan requests, they all say shit like, if JC is on pearly gates, that's the final touch. I mean, you know why they say that? Who sent more people there than me?
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy ARP, Ribbon Entertainment is the movement. Back another video for y'all. About to jump into this Bullpen Fade 2017 predictions, man. They got a sick card that's going down this weekend. Shout out to John and the whole staff, all the battlers on the card. Before we jump into that though, you already know what it is. November 4th, Pearly Gates. I told y'all this card is crazy. It really is humbling. It's crazy how much y'all are fucking with this card. If you don't have your tickets, go to pearlygates.eventbrite.com, get your tickets. Big K versus Old Reg trailer is on the way. Y'all see the JC versus Ilmac trailers out now. We just dropped the Gems versus Clean Paper. A lot of people was thinking goods. You know, that might happen one day, but yeah, Clean Paper and Gems got a lot of history. That's why we called it long time coming. Daylight versus Ill Will, Big Cannon versus DNA for the King of Rebuttals. Shout out to the 1SK battles on there. It's going down major. Get your ticket. QP versus Street Hymns. I mean, we already know what's up with QP. That's the god pen right there. One of the best writers the game has ever seen. Mr. Bar within a bar within a bar. Like, and he's fresh off of some good battles. He's picking up his pace these days. He's taking more matchups. He's expanding out to different platforms, different opportunities, different looks. I salute QP. Now, as for Street Hymns, dude's got bars. But you can't just pay attention to his writing, because his energy, his performance, and his charisma. I was checking out his 2-on-2 with LOSO, man. And you want to know what? Quick side note. I honestly feel that LOSO and Street Hymns might be one of the most creative 2-on-2 pairs out there. And when I say most creative, it's because you see a lot of 2-on-2 situations where it's like, you say 2 bars and I say 2 bars. You say 4 bars and I say 4 bars. I mean, I like to see a 2-on-2 matchup where you can tell they sat down and crafted their shit interweaving together. And LOSO and Street Hymns, the creativity that they brought to that shit. So I separate Hymns out and I say, yeah, he's got that creativity on his own too. And his pen is something crazy. This battle right here, it's a great matchup because you got 2 crazy writers. But I really think the separation is the hunger. The hunger right now. You got Street Hymns on the come up. He's one of the top guys on Bullpen right now. I got Street Hymns catching QP slipping, being a hungrier guy at this very moment right here, and getting them 2-1. FLAMEZ versus Clean Paper. This is another good matchup, and I like the styles of these 2 guys right here. What do we always say about Clean Paper? Clean on his A game could do damage to almost any top tier in the game. You know, he's got every attribute. He's believable. He's got the bars. He talks that shit. He can spit. He's got all the charisma in the world. He's funny when he wants to be. Now on FLAMEZ side, if you check him out, he's got a lot of aggression. He's got the bars to match that. I think their styles gonna clash real well. I could see them on some bumping head shit. I don't mean like getting into it. I just mean like their styles really creating a big energy up there on that stage. I like this matchup right here. I'm gonna go 2-1 either way for this one. B-Magic versus Clone. Let me go to Clone first. Salute to you, homie. I definitely would have chose a different name though if I was you. You know that shit is gonna carry into every match. Niggas gonna be flipping that type of name because this is hip hop. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that biting is like against the rules and shit. I'm not saying you're a biter, but that's kind of like your name is gonna fit that type of approach a lot. But shout out to you. The reason why this battle also makes sense as well, he's a consistent puncher. I don't see too much energy in him, like that real rah-rah type of aggression and performance. But sometimes that's okay, because when you're a puncher, it just makes people focus on what you're writing. It makes them focus on your pen. Because B-Magic ain't no super rah-rah guy neither. He don't carry all the aggression in the world into his matchups neither. So we focus on what these guys are saying. So you got a puncher versus a puncher. Problem here is for Clone. B Magic is back out of retirement. He's not playing. You're talking about Clone, who's definitely a consistent good puncher, versus one of the best punchers of all time that's back on his game. Oh yeah, there's another factor in there too. Don't forget, B Magic owes John. You know what I mean? Like, what's it, the last time he was there, the last 2 times he was there didn't really go the way that they expected? I mean, this is all public knowledge. They did interviews about it. I'm not even sure if money's on the line for this battle right here, because that's what they were saying in interviews, that when B Magic gets back to bullpen, some money might be on the line. So you're dealing with one of the best punchers of all time. He's mad motivated coming off of retirement. He just proved himself in the Bourne battle. He owes John in bullpen. And there might be money on the line. Nah, B Magic 2-1, possible 3-0. K-Shine versus Bad News. Now these two guys do bring the energy, the aggression, the performance. Of course they got bars. K-Shine, he's been on his game all year. Good performance with Hitman, good performance with Old Red. He had a battle in Jersey, niggas are saying that. I didn't get a chance to see it, but niggas are saying he showed up crazy for that too. Smaller platform, smaller matchup. So Shine's back on his shit. He's not playing. He's proved his consistency all 2017. And he's one of the elites. He's one of the vets. He's top tier. Bad News. The thing about Bad News, man, this ain't the Bad News that we was introduced to like years ago. This ain't him. Like, when you go watch him versus LOSO, because you know me personally, I just say tiers for conversation so you understand the points that I'm making. Strip out the tiers. Just look at the talent. Bad News got it. Bad News got that type talent. You watch him versus LOSO, you like, yo, this nigga jumped all the way up with his shit. So I think him being on his home league, him and LOSO battled for the crown of bullpen and it was a tie, right? So he technically is one of the faces, if not the face of bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got the aggression, he's got the bars to match Shine. You can't never take nothing away from Shine or sleep on Shine, but I just feel like Bad News might come up on Shine. He might come up on Shine right now. He's probably been writing for well over a month. I got Bad News 2-1. John versus Chilla Jones, real shit. There's some factors in here. I mean, we don't really got to talk about them as battlers too much. We know what John does. We know what Chilla does. Who's the better writer of the two? Everybody's going to say that Chilla's one of the best pens in the game. I think John might be a little bit more of a complete battle rapper though, because he brings the bars, he brings the performance, he brings the aggression. You know what I mean? So he might be a little bit more well-rounded than Chilla. But Chilla's pen is just so dangerous that, you know what I mean, it just topples people in that respect sometimes. So I don't want to say that this is going to be a preference battle. Let's look at the intangible shit. Chilla. He had 2 recent battles that got canceled on him. Wasn't his fault. He handled his business. He was on point. But there was problems on the other sides. So, out of his hands. That's a lot of bars that he could be sitting on. Chilla preps for his opponents, no doubt. But remember, all battlers have what you can call filler. You know what I mean? Some filler is better than others. Sometimes you could just look at filler and call it general bars that you could say to anybody. It's not a personal, it's not a direct, it's not a name flip. You know how many of those crazy bars he probably had for the 2 battles that was recently canceled on him? That he could pull out the best of the best and put into his rounds for John and then add on the shit that he got for John? That's dangerous. But don't stop there. John is the owner of the league. If I was a battler, that puts a red target on your back. Sorry. I want to go over there and off the owner of the league that happens to be a big name in battle rap as well. Nah, I'm coming A+ game. On John's side, the same reason somebody could be motivated to off him as the league owner of that platform, he will have the same motivation to defend home, right? Same motivation. He's got to be sitting on some shit too. When's the last time we saw John battle? I'm going to edge John in the 2-1, very close, debatable. And now, one of the contenders for Battle of the Year. B. versus LOSO. God bless the platform that has this matchup. So what do we got? LOSO might be a little bit more performance-based than B. He moves around the ring a little bit more, performs out his bars a little bit more. I think B. is a little bit more stationary, but that's not really a knock on B. because his energy still, he can stand in one spot, his energy still comes out of him as he delivers his bars. Like, nothing's really letting you off the hook. You're still getting grabbed by everything he's saying. That's just on the performance level. Bar for bar, both sides is crazy. You're talking about two guys that was up for Battle of the Year. B-Dot did it with Danny Myers and LOSO did it with XL. Battle of the Year contenders. This is why the stock of this battle and this matchup is so high. If I was forced to predict the winner for this matchup right here, the only reason I would slightly edge B-Dot is because a matchup like this seems to be built around angles. It's not going to be a bunch of general punchlines and shit. It's going to be built around angles, and we've seen B-Dot do more heavier angles than LOSO has done. I think LOSO's angles that we've seen mostly, he got his attacks. Of course, he jumps on the offense. We've seen a lot of shit from him, but we've seen a lot of defensive shit. Defending his beliefs, which is fine. You know, that comes across crazy too. But I think B-Dot, we've seen more find something on his opponent and attack it. Like Danny Myers and all his kids, and like what he just did with Averb. Like the second round was trying to paint Averb's upbringing around like some type of like he's feminine. You know what I'm saying? And the third round, all the Mike Brown stuff and, you know, the stuff that he was posting on special days, things that should be important to somebody that has a name in St. Louis. Real heavy angles. Real heavy angles. So that's the only reason I would edge B-Dot. You know what I mean? But this really is 2-1 either way. And this really could be and should be the type of battle that you just watch the fans win. And you're not wrong no matter who you pick. Like Hollow and Lux. Like you say B-Dot, you're not wrong. If you say LOSO, you're not wrong. That's the potential of this battle. That's really how I see this shit turning out. So Pete, if you don't got a ticket already, I don't know if there's still tickets available, but this is the type of shit that you want to see live. The card is very, very strong, but you got B-Dot and LOSO on there. This could be an epic battle, the type of shit that you want to see before you hear about it. So if you don't got a ticket, you should be out there trying to get your way into that building. And if you're not in the area and you can't be there live to see it, I suggest that everybody cop that VOD, cop the pay-per-view, support this league, support this battle, support this card. Telling y'all, man, like, until I see B-Dot and LOSO with my own eyes, I'm not on my Instagram, I'm not on my Twitter, I'm not on my Facebook. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the only one out here seeing what's about to happen. Yo, salute to John and the whole bullpen staff. Shout out to all the battlers on the card. Make sure y'all all subscribe to one of the best channels in the battle rap culture, Rare Breed Entertainment. Yo, make sure y'all are in tune because we got more blogs coming, more trailers coming. Battles, all types of shit. November 4th, get your tickets. It's your boy. I'm out of here.